Recently in the news, you may have heard about the Momo challenge. The creepy-looking doll was allegedly showing up in YouTube videos, giving kids a list of challenges, including some to harm themselves. The challenge appeared to be a hoax, but it frightened kids and parents in communities across the country and forced the conversation about social media and internet safety. I sat down with Hampden-Wilbraham School Superintendent Al Ganem, Gina Kahn, the Director of Safe Schools and Healthy Students, and Wilbraham School Resource Officer Dan Menard to learn how their district addressed students' fears and how they teach social media safety to students and to parents.
Was brought to our attention, and we heard it from some other school districts farther out east, that this challenge was coming, this Momo thing was coming out. And got a little concerned, and actually we came into school and started hearing little rumblings of it as well too, so that even got us to be even more concerned. So I got together with myself and a group and Gina Kahn and said we need to literally investigate this and see what's happening. Once we did a little digging into it, we found out how scary this could be for our kids and how it can just pop up, and how innocently that this, when our students are on technology, how they can somehow navigate their way to this. So we decided it was important for us to make parents and our teachers aware of this, and not only this, but also globally, you know, how important it is to be monitoring your students and monitoring your children when they're using technology as well.
And the reason why it was so scary, if you can kind of just bring us up to date on that, Momo is a very creepy looking doll when you pop up that picture, and it was encouraging kids, allegedly, it might have been a hoax, to commit suicide. And it certainly brought up that conversation with the students who were concerned about it.
Right. And I think you've really hit on why this was of a particular challenge in terms of how to capture and constructively deal with it in the school environment. What we had heard from the students and their conversations was that this was something that was encouraging them to take really risky type behaviors and then report them or post them and maybe then share personal information. It kind of hit on all the buttons of the things that we're concerned about for social media and kids' effective ability to be good critical consumers of what they see and don't see. And as you mentioned, we understand that it was a hoax, and yet it felt very real, in particular to those middle, elementary, not quite middle school and not quite early grades, those kids that were extremely vulnerable and susceptible to the fear, to being frightened, to hearing things that maybe they hadn't heard. Even if they never encountered Momo, what they were talking about on the school bus or what they were talking about on the playground seemed to then carry a life of its own. Helping kids to distinguish what's real and what's artificial in social media is a major concern.
But I think it brought up the very terrifying topic, especially for the little kids, of taking your life. And I'm sure pushed parents to have conversations maybe before they would have. What have you been hearing, or had you been hearing from teachers?
It was a tough decision for us to make as a district as well too, right? Do we highlight this and make parents aware of this, or do we not, right? So this was one of the things that we sat down as a team and said, okay, we really feel like we need to let people know, let our teachers know, because we were starting to hear that this was taking place. And this was the newest thing this time, right? So maybe a year ago was the Slender Man, and then or the Blue Whale, and there's all these different things that come through technology, through our students. And we just felt like our job as a school district is to inform not only our parents but our teachers about things that are out there, in this way working as a team. So it's not just a school district by itself, but it's school district, teachers, parents, they're all working together to keep our kids safe with this.
And Officer Menard, as far as what you see in the high school, they probably weren't afraid of Momo, you know, at the high school level, but there's all sorts of challenges and risks for kids at that age level. What do you typically see and deal with?
Well, we're dealing with the use of technology in an inappropriate manner. So we see kids take pictures of other kids that are underage. We see them using the technology to harass each other. We see them posing as different people and harassing each other. So it's when parents aren't monitoring their child's electronic device that we see problems.
Do you think that kids realize, like you said, harassing, sometimes kids might just put up a really ridiculous post and not understand that those words obviously have meaning and could appear different to the person on the receiving end.
Yeah, kids today don't look each other in the eye and say things. They go home and they jump behind some kind of media and they say what they wanted to say they couldn't say in person. But we see that kids will post pictures and it'll come back to haunt them potentially later on in life. So when they're going for a good job or going for a college. So we try to educate them, but they don't always listen to us.
How quickly can it go from like a bad situation to a really bad situation when you're talking about social media?
Well, the bullying is obviously a big deal. Criminal harassment in my world is a big deal. So we see that kids are persistent on social media to say bad things, to post pictures, and it can come back to haunt them. So we try to do our best at getting them some messages.
The hard part, even with the bullying, right? So that's become the issue, especially like Officer Bernard said with the technology. Because if you and I didn't get along, right, when we were going up to school, I dealt with you Monday through Friday from maybe 7:30 to 2:30, and then my nights are free and my weekends are free of not having to deal with that stress. But now with technology, it's 24/7. These kids are having to deal with situations, and again, I think you heard it clear from Officer Bernard and Gina and myself is that it's just so important we keep parents aware, and that parents and our school district just keep checking and monitoring our kids to make sure we know what's taking place with them technology-wise.
If I could just add to that, the phone is not just a phone anymore. Once that parent provides service for the internet, there's no secrets on the internet, and that's what I say a lot of time to parents. You really got to monitor the apps, monitor the language that's being used on there, and see what's going on. You're paying for the service, monitor it.
And what's the response from parents? Because as much as you try to keep up with all of these different apps, there's so many. Right. There's Instagram and there's Finsta, I learned. And there's all of these other things that, at my age, I shouldn't make an excuse for it, but you're not always on top of it as the 15 and 16-year-olds in the high school.
As we're talking today, there's probably 5 new things that are
like Finsta's
underway.
old news probably, right? That's
exactly.
So last year.
Right, and I think another aspect of this is that the devices themselves, we talk about the phone that isn't a phone anymore, but all of the tablets and the gaming devices, these are all avenues to that same social media outlet. So it is very difficult for parents, for families to keep on top of all of this. We've heard from parents some cool strategies like having some very clear expectations and limits around use and doing things like after 9 o'clock, all the devices are going into this area of the house. Mm-hmm. So you're not going to hear that noise in the middle of the night of that person that's texting or sending a message, or be tempted if you can't sleep to play a game. Those devices are out of reach during those periods of time. That seems to be an effective strategy. I think parents are concerned, of course, can they keep up? And we know it's very difficult. But the basic common sense, having those clear expectations and conversations, mm-hmm. that applies across any challenge, any device, any circumstance that might come up.
I think the other thing is, and I know all the different apps have different things, but like Snapchat, for example, kids will think that picture is going to go away until somebody screenshots it, right?
And there's apps that look like something and they're really hiding places for other things.
Like a predator? That's the other, that's
well,
another half-hour
They're
conversation.
hiding places for your child to be doing other things, but, so that app looks like something else, and the names escape me right now. But so you really got to, and I think it's just have a conversation with your child. I'm going to provide you this. I want you to use it appropriately. You're going to need it to be successful in life. But if you do bad things with it, we're going to take it away.
That's right. And I think we can't be remiss to say it's a wonderful device educationally, right? So what the opportunities, I think about, I'll go back to when I was going to school, the resources you had, but the resources our kids now have with this technology, right? So all these apps that they have the ability to check and look and gain knowledge with. But it's just finding that line of, as a great tool educationally, but at the same time being safe.